I'm outraged. The same way hundreds and thousands of the people are outraged in Canada and away from Canada, but mostly in Canada because Canada is the most affected country. Yesterday, in the United Nations, Government of Canada once again promised to bring more Syrian refugees. Well, as far as the human aspect is concerned, I can appreciate and I do appreciate the action of the government, but ill-conceived, misplaced compassion is worse than having no compassion at all. Till today, 38,000 Syrian refugees have come in. Till today. Government had told us that they'll have 25,000 refugees and we have 26,000 among the newcomers. And there is a commitment by Canada in United Nations through the Immigration Minister, Mr. McCallum. They'll bring many more, though they have not given the quantity, but this says the highest intake of refugees, especially of the Syrian refugees, after Germans offer. Now, the point is, when the people come in, what is going to be the impact on the society? The impact has to be perceived from diverse angles: financial, social, cultural, political. Let's start with the political. Bringing 500,000 refugees, the voters, means that the Liberal Party is creating its vote bank and ensuring that these people who come here would always vote for the Liberal. Imagine this time Liberals won and they have been winning since Senior Trudeau only because they have been believing that Trudeau helped them come here. Even third generation Indians and Pakistanis voted for the Liberal for this very reason. So what Justin is doing is creating a vote bank for the coming elections. That is as far as the political thing is concerned. Now come to the financial. The government had assured us during election that the deficit would be confined to 10 billion and now it's 30 billion. As a matter of fact, originally they had said 1 billion, expanded it to 5 billion, ballooned it to 10 billion and now 30 billion, and that is just the beginning. By the end of the 4 years, you will find it crosses more than 100 billion. So financial impact would be there. The third is the cultural impact. This time the refugees who are coming and who have come now, they do not even know English or French. Those conditions were waived off. Even the condition of their knowing English and French to be citizens of Canada was waived off. So culturally they will be living in the country and yet not be a part of the country. They would be, in fact we are creating ghettos, not only ghettos but the sub-countries within one country. And this is going to lead to divisive tendencies in the people. They would mix with their own people, they will not become a part of the Canadian mosaic, and they'll stand out in this society, this colorful society, like sore thumbs. Then there is national integration, but then they don't consider themselves to be a part of the nation. The thirdly most important is the health of the people. Till now, and even now, the legal immigrants have to undergo a series of examinations, medical examinations, to ensure that they are in good health. But these refugees are exempt from that. Now look at the parody and the ludicrous aspect of this. You do not permit an agriculture product to come in the country so that it does not spoil the national vegetation. But you're permitting diseased, malformed, sickening, and even infectious and contagious diseases, the people from them, to come in the country and put a burden on the health care system. Can anything be more ridiculous? If it was not pathetic, I would have said this is shameful. I fail to understand how long would we people be compelled to carry out the wishes of the people who do not understand, either they don't understand or they don't wish to understand the realities of the situation. That we have been saying it time after number. Don't transplant grown-up trees. Half of them would die and others would be burdened. Why cannot these people be settled in South Africa or in Saudi Arabia or in Jordan? Now imagine they built a city, a fully air-conditioned city near Mecca which can house 1 million people. And this is like empty. So these people can go there and they'll have the same cultural rootstock. They will not be problematic, and here they would not be problematic. Now I come to another part which is called the real political part. The one aspect which people have forgotten is that the first time the Muslim invasion started was when Hijrah started. The Hijrat movement of Muhammad moving from Mecca to Medina was the beginning of the Muslim conquest of the other areas. The same was repeated later on when they moved towards Europe and conquered Turkey and Spain, the Moors, Now, Hijrah is one aspect of the Muslim invasion. And these refugees are the front guard of that Hijrah, the second Hijrah as they call it. And they are basically coming here to spread Islam. I have nothing against Islam. Every individual has a right to adhere to his or her own set of beliefs and to propagate them within limits of law and decency. But when a religion becomes a cult, as the jihadis are making it so, and then it impacts your life, your culture, your civilization, and your human values, then that is something not acceptable. I shudder when I think what is happening in Sweden, in Denmark, in Germany. People were celebrating the New Year Eve and there were mass rapes. The native inhabitants are not allowed to go out until they are wearing hijab. The newspapers have been full of the lurid details, and you can be sure that whatever comes in the press is only a part of it. It's not the full of it. If you want to have a complete picture, you have got to go there and visit there. That is why the countries like Sweden and Denmark have started sending back some refugees. Secondly, the terror attacks have been by the refugees. Many jihadis are coming in the disguise of refugees, and they are a danger as far as the law and order is concerned. Can we put the lives, the limbs, and the property of the innocent citizens at risk only for the sake of political expediency? Do we want to finish off the country for the sake of having an assumed halo of being compassionate? Is it desirable to sacrifice all the values that the Canadians hold dear and cherish them at the altar of political expediency and personal promotion? I'm sure each one of you is as worried as I am. I'm sure Each right-thinking human being, each right-thinking Canadian is spending sleepless nights, unable to do anything except wait for the day when they would like to change the government. And that day may never come, because even if they want to change the government, the present government has sufficient acolytes whom they have brought in as voters. Because now you need only 3 years to become a voter. Then change law implemented has been reversed. I only wish and hope that the powers that be realize the various implications, political, cultural, financial, health, and so on, there are myriads of them, and then take a decision and ensure that the fabric of this land is not fractured, that the polity is not fractured, that Canada retains its importance, its significance, and its relevance. I'm worried that Canada might lose its relevance absolutely. Thank you.